Hey you guys, welcome back. Okay, so you guys know what it is. It is vanity chat time. So let's come over here to my little cozy corner. And I don't know why, I only like lighting one wick at a time. I don't know if it's just because it lets my candle last longer or if it's just too much scent when I light all three, but I like to just light one at a time. It burns uneven, but I don't care. So anyways, we got the pink pineapple sunrise going over here in the corner. And today's vanity chat is a little different because of the fact that it's daytime. I usually do my vanity chats at night because that's when I'm usually more relaxed and chill. But today it's morning. I have a lot of stuff I need to do. I got a lot going on in the vanity, as you guys can see today. As usual, you guys know I am always trying not to buy a palette. So maybe you can look at the color story, the theme that I am looking at right now and figure out which palette it is that has just came out. It actually already dropped because you're able to purchase it, but I'm gonna see before we get over here if you can guess which palette your girl is trying to not buy. These are like singles that I have to kind of peep out. You know, if you real hip to the palette launches and the makeup scene, you already know what palette I'm trying not to buy. I got my rosy tones, berry tones, but we'll get to that later. I'm also pulling a bunch of makeup because I'm going on vacation and I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to take with me, skincare wise as well as makeup wise. And my makeup bag is already full of makeup, but I realize when I get on vacation and I sit down to do my makeup, a lot of times I have stuff that I'm really not too, moved to use. Like, it's not my favorite stuff. So I'm going about it a different way. I'm going a different approach. I got brushes and stuff back there that I need to choose from. But I'm taking a different approach with my vacation makeup. I really want to take stuff that I'm really going to enjoy using. So that's what I've been pulling in this little caboodle. And then I have the stuff I already had packed from my last vacation that I need to go through and take out. But I think I'm going to make that a whole separate video if you're interested, just to see what vacation makeup I am going to take. Now, I pulled this palette out because y'all know Pat McGrath just announced her holiday collection. Okay, that's going to be launching, I think, this week. Is it this week? Gotta be. Anywho, this week or next week. So I really just wanted to take a look at this palette because I know the palette she's coming out with has really pretty gorgeous colorful shimmers. And even though I know I'm gonna buy it, I don't even know why I'm looking at this palette like I'm not. Like, do I have them shades? Child, I'm gonna buy it because it's gorgeous. It looks like it's black, maybe lacquer, a different little square shape, but it has some really pretty shimmers just like this holiday palette did. And I'm excited. Are you guys excited? Because I'm excited. So yeah, anyways, I pulled that out. I was looking at that, and like I said, I don't know why, because child, I'm gonna buy that palette. So yeah, we got a couple of little Sephora deliveries to go through. I have some stuff in my drawers. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Judge your mama. It don't always work. When I try not to buy a palette, it doesn't always work, but I try. So we got that drawer to go through. We got a lot of stuff in here. Some stuff from Amazon. We got Revolution, Moira, some new blushes, ColourPop, as you can see, Milani lipsticks. I got all kind of stuff to kind of go through with you guys, and I have been grabbing some less expensive palettes on Amazon. They have some good quality palettes that are very inexpensive, like $9.99, child. And I wanted to start trying those out for you. I know a lot of people have like Affordable Friday videos and stuff like that, but for me, since I post now basically on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I am probably gonna do something like Thrifty Thursday, just to keep my same posting days. So over here, I've been kind of chilling because I washed my brushes, my latest brushes that I used. I washed them and I need to put them back in my brush holder. So I want to do that right quick, and then we can move on to looking at some of the other goodies. Oh yeah, and the video that is playing today is Andrea Renee. Beautiful Andrea Renee. If you guys do not watch her, check her out. She has some amazing videos that you will love. She does a lot of vlogs now. She used to do a lot of makeup videos, but now she just kind of sometimes do the makeup videos, I think, and she's really more vlogging. But she's on the screen today, okay? So yeah, let's put these brushes away. Now listen, I know brushes, putting away brushes, looking at brushes is not exciting, but that's why these are vanity chats, because it's really just my time to hang out with you guys. It's like if you guys was just sitting across from me in my room, hanging out, this is what your girl's doing. Okay, this is what I'm doing in my vanity. So, you know, it's really just a very chill, relaxed, kickback vibe. This is my main brush. I call it a turnabout. I know this is like a lazy Susan, you know, but this is my main brush holder that I pull whenever I sit down to do my makeup, because it has everything I need. And even though it might look like it's just kind of a mixture of brushes everywhere and anywhere, and sometimes they do get out of place, there is a rhyme and reason for how I have these brushes. I didn't even put my microphone in. I hope you guys can hear me well. My apologies, because Monday is a busy day around here. We got the gardener, we got the trash people, we got the pool guy, you know, going in and out of the gate. It's a lot. So hopefully you guys can hear me fine. But I have a lot that I need to take care of this week, and I want to get it done. So I'm gonna put these brushes away that I washed, that I just used. These are my latest makeup brushes that I used. This is one of my Nikki LaRose brushes. I love this brush. I like using it like for concealer and stuff. This one is the N16. It's good for various uses, but I like it because it has like a little bit of like dual fiber situation going on. But like these brushes, like I'm gonna put this in here, and you might be like, okay, well, why is that in here? These brushes are a lot of brushes that I don't want to forget about, that I want to make sure that I use. I have a lot of my Refer brushes in here, and Refer brushes are very expensive, so honey, I like to remember to use them. I have brushes in here that are like just different kind of interesting shapes and sizes. Like this brush here. This one is actually from is it Ducolor? Docolor. These is one of those Amazon brush brands, but they make some amazing brushes, and I like to use this one for foundation sometimes. It's like a dual fiber situation, but it's kind of small, so you can really get into like those different areas of your face good with this. And so I like to leave that in there. Like brushes that are shaped like this that I use for my concealer, to pounce my concealer under my eyes, I put in there too. Like this one here, same type of vibe. This is one of my BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy, the A506. I use these for my concealer. This brush here, this is one of my new Tati brushes, I think. Yeah, this is an SP5, and I've been using this for my under eye concealer as well. I think she designated this as some type of eyeshadow brush, but I really don't use eyeshadow brushes this big. So this is one that I would use, you know, for my concealer as well. So I'm gonna put this back here because Tati is still new enough to have her own brush holder. My new brushes get their own brush holder until they, you know, I start to really break them in and get used to them, and then they get put in here like all the rest. So she still has her own brush holder right now. But with this holder, you might be like, oh, there's eyeshadow brushes, there's concealer brushes, there's powder brushes. But yeah, it's just a mixture of specialty brushes that I don't like to have to look for, that I like to be right in my face. You know, like these two brushes are quite different. This is another one from Docolor, which is a very like dense flat brush. I like to use this either for concealer, or I like to use this to like blend out the eyeshadow base, you know, whatever eyeshadow primer I'm using. It works really well for that as well. But this is good for like nose contour, all kind of stuff. But yeah, Docolor, they have a lot of, and I love this like pointy black handle. They have a lot of different brush sets that are really up to date with how, you know, people do their makeup now. So they're really evolving with, you know, makeup application, and I love that. And they're very affordable on Amazon. Okay, Docolor, that's the name. It's Docolor. Docolor, honey, I don't know, but like this is good for concealer. It's a nice flat brush, nice size, nice and thick, good quality. So I have that in there. I have another one of my Nikki LaRose brushes. So yeah, even though this looks like a pish posh of brushes, these are brushes that I honestly love to use whenever I do my makeup, and I don't like to have to look for them. Now these brushes I have not used yet, right? I got these 3 brushes from Royal and Lang Nickel. They're Omnia brushes, right? I saw these on Amazon and thought they were just, oh my gosh, so freaking neat. And I still haven't figured out how to use them, or you know, like how I want to use them on my face. They are shaped very, very unique. Let me let you see these. But I don't know if you guys can tell. You see that shape of that brush? It's like the curvature of it is like a paw, like a little animal's paw or foot. Very, very interesting and unique. And it's like, I just still haven't figured out exactly how I want to use these on my face. It's this little one here that's like, you know, some type of eyeshadow brush. There's this mid-size here that, you know, I feel like would be good, you know, for concealer or something, I guess. But like this larger one, what, you know, would I use this for cream blush or highlight maybe? I don't know, but still trying to figure out what to do with these. And so I really don't reach for them, but those are some very, very unique brushes. Maybe you see them and you're like, oh, I would love that brush, but honey, I don't know what to do with it yet, so we'll see. But yeah, so anyway, getting back to putting my brushes away. So these brushes here, which have these nice unique shapes, the same ones that I love to use all the time, are gonna go in here with my miscellaneous unique brushes. And then I have all of my eyeshadow brushes that I just used recently. This one is from Tati, so this one is going to go back in the Tati set. And then I just kind of separate them out. This is a Nikki LaRose, so Nikki is going to stay with the rest of the Nikki brushes. But all of my other just kind of generic brushes, I go through and see which ones match up by brand, obviously. I have here these ones from Delium Tools, the blue ones, which are very easy to recognize. Those are going to go with the rest of the Delium Tools. And then, who is this? This is another Refer. And then there's, I think these are 2 more Refers. Yeah, so 2 more Refers. As you can see, I use my Refer brushes a lot. This is a Docolor, but this one is a little bit unique as well. I don't know, it's just kind of like slanted. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's slanted a little bit. So I keep that with my special brushes. These like flat detail brushes and stuff, I keep those. Those are getting kind of like mixed up. I used to keep those kind of like separated out, but I'll just put them in here, it's fine. And then I have just some regular, this is a Jessup brush. These are from Amazon as well. Jessup brushes, they make some really nice affordable brushes as well. So it's Jessup. This is another Refer, which is gonna go in here. Another Jessup, so pencil blender. And then this is like a thicker brush. I would use this type of brush to kind of blend out my eyeshadow primer as well. I think this is like an old Moda brush. Man, I probably got this out of a BoxyCharm or something. That's how old this is. So I'm just gonna stick those in there because they're really just brushes. These can go in there as well, but those are just brushes that I reach for eyeshadow. This is another Nikki LaRose brush. You know, you guys have seen this. Is the N17, her famous foundation brush. It has a little staining I need to work harder to get that out, but I didn't feel like it this go round, so she's going in here with the Nikki LaRose brushes. This is another Amazon brush. What is this? No, this is a Morphe brush, and this one is one that I use for powder bronzer. Has a little slant on it. It's very soft. It's not dense enough for me to use for cream. I like to use it for powder. So we're gonna put this in here with the rest of the Morphe brushes. This is mostly Morphe brushes. They have pink, you know, and white. Foundation brush. I love using this for foundation now. It's a dual fiber. I remember back in the day, I used to hate dual fiber brushes. I was like, what in the world is this for? And now I love it. So it just goes to show how your makeup application changes over the years, you know, and what you do and don't like. And since this is kind of a smaller type brush, I'm gonna put it in here instead of putting it, you know, with my larger powder brushes. Since I'm talking about larger powder brushes, let's just grab these. This one is a BK Beauty. This one is the 107. Oh, beautiful, beautiful powder brush. I love this powder brush. It's not too big and it's not too small. This one here is another one of my Color brushes. I love using this for like powder bronzer. Once again, basically the same shape as like the Morphe one, but I figure, you know, you guys might be curious. This is a P. Louise brush. Very, very nice powder brush. This came out of a pink set that I got, I don't know, a couple years ago, maybe a year or two ago. But their brushes are very nice. If you're curious about P. Louise brushes, when they go on sale, they're a nice buy. I don't have like a separate P. Louise section, so that's fine. And then lastly, these two brushes, which I most likely used for powder blush because of the size of them and just the shape of them. Yeah, it's like powder blush. These are perfect for that. This one is one of Tati's brushes. This is the ES3. So as you can see, I'm getting good use out of these. So I'm gonna put that there in the mid-sized brushes. And then lastly, this one, oh my gosh, this is an Andrea Renee brush. Oh my gosh, with Peach and Pearl. That is so crazy that I'm watching her right now. I'm watching you, Andrea. I'm watching you. And honey, I got your brush, and this was, her brush set came out so long ago. If you're familiar with her, you remember she had a brush set. And so I didn't even realize this was one of her brushes. So anyway, putting that away. So that's done now. I got my makeup brushes put away. Like I said, Tati still gets her own little container. The rest of them get mixed in with a bunch. But yeah, so if you're curious about how I keep and use my brushes and the ones that I like to use on a regular basis, you just saw, because those are all the ones that I just cleaned. So let's go on over to the vanity and look at all this makeup that I've been buying over the last week or two. And also, you guys, I don't know if you're aware, but I do like to keep my brushes in the cabinet when I'm not using them. Only because I have my fan going basically 24 hours a day. And because of that, my brushes can get super dusty. Just being in a room where the fan is going 24/7, your brushes can get very dusty. So I do keep them in the cabinet. Okay, you guys, so I want to start out honestly by taking a look at these blushes. I got some from Rimmel. These two came from Rimmel, and I ordered them on Amazon. I don't know what it is with me and blush. I keep saying every freaking video, stop buying blush, but I can't. So apparently I'm addicted to blush. But this one is, what is it, Rendezvous? This one is in the shade Rendezvous. Oh, this looks like a gorgeous, gorgeous fall shade. But it's Rimmel, so I really don't know what I'm expecting quality-wise. Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty shade. I mean, for blush. I'm trying to do this in the camera and look off camera at the same time. Oh, yeah. That is a pretty shade. Okay. Yeah, that is a gorgeous shade for fall. I will say that pigmentation is not like pow pow. You know, you can see I'm building it up before I blush. You know, do you really need it to be pow pow? It just needs to be long lasting, you know. So that's Rendezvous. This one is Wild Card. And this one has more of like a corally pinky vibe to it. So y'all don't come for me because I have a different pinky color nail on. I went to, you know, replace one of my nails and grabbed the wrong shade, and honey, I didn't even care enough to change it back. So that's where we at right now, okay? So this one definitely much lighter pinky shade. I would say just first impression off the swatch. It's beautiful, but you know, I just hope that they are long lasting because it looks like they are buildable and that they would easily blend out nicely, but it's all about how long are they gonna last throughout the day. So anyway, these two are from Rimmel. Let me know if you have either of these blushes, what you think about them, if you like them, if they're good, or if I'm gonna be disappointed. Because you guys probably know my vibe by now already. So yeah. Okay, so next I grabbed this blush off of Amazon. It's from a brand called Faux Era Baked Blush, and this one, what shade is this? Sunset, 205 Sunset. And I feel like the vendor name was not Faux Era because I'm familiar with Faux Era products. I bought them from AliExpress several times years ago. I haven't bought anything recently, but I know the brand that I had purchased them from was not Faux Era because I would have remembered that. But anywho, this is one of those shades that you guys know I love. But you know, when you buy the cheaper blushes, honey, you just never know about the pigmentation. And honestly, I feel like with these, even though I'm having to really build them up to show you the color on my skin tone, I feel like they probably will look nice on the cheeks. They'll build up. Once again, just not sure how long this shade would last, but I feel like that's beautiful. I love it. Kind of like a springy, summery shade, but you know, you can wear this during the fall as well. Now, I really don't purchase She Glam makeup, but this blush is from She Glam, Divine Flush Matte Blush. And this one is in the shade Alice. So apparently I thought this shade looked really pretty online. Yeah, it is actually really gorgeous. So it's more of like a pinky tone. And as you can see, I don't have any bright lights on facing the makeup because I really want to just see the true color in just regular old daylight. And so let's see what we get. Okay, She Glam. It looks like so far the She Glam is going down with the nicest pigmentation on first swatch. So yeah, that looks like it's going to be a beautiful blush color. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. And the pigmentation, very nice. Okay, She Glam. Glad I grabbed that. Now these next two blushes are ones that I was just so excited about from Moira. Okay, so this is the Marvelous Baked Blush from Moira. And this shade, what shade is this? This one is Anko Tart. Anko Tart 003. This shade is like right up my alley right now, and I feel like for fall is going to be gorgeous. Just the type and the shade of blush that I like. But this packaging, I love the clear, thick, you know, packaging. I don't know why. I just do. I love seeing makeup in the clear acrylic packaging. And so let me see, did I open this one already? Yeah, it's open. This one, as you can see, has those pretty like light shimmer, like gold shimmer swirls in there. You can't really, you know, like I said, I don't have a light shining on it. Let me see if I just shine my little magnifier light on there, if that will make a difference. Hold on. Un momento, please. So that's my little magnifier light. So you can kind of see that shine, that shimmer in there a little bit, but not really to the extent that I would think, you know, that you'll be able to see it in person, but you can see it. It's gorgeous. So it's definitely a beautiful shimmery type blush. Oh, beautiful. Y'all see? Oh, just messed up my beautiful blush just for you guys. So you know what, I'm gonna put this one over my tattoo because I'm curious. Oh my Lord. Yes. Oh, that's pretty. That is gonna be pretty, because it's gonna have that highlight in there along with that beautiful blush shade. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, this one, I would say this is my favorite so far. Really loving it. And I used to hate shimmery blushes. If you are familiar with me and my makeup journey and how I have changed, I used to hate false lashes. Not that I hated them, I just never wanted to wear them. And I used to hate shimmery blushes. And now, honey, I love that glow, child. Bring on the glow. So this one is from Moira as well. And this one is like a cream blush. See, Love Steady Shimmer Blush. And let's see, what shade is this? I like this packaging. This packaging is real cute too. So this is 008 Love Bound. And I feel like this one, let me see, yeah. This one I'm really gonna love, because you guys know I'm into these gorgeous like liquid and cream blushes now. And this one has, oh, it has that little glow to it. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this color. Oh, this color. So let's just blend this out a little bit and see what happens, because it is a lighter shade, more of an earthy tone shade. But yeah, if you like that flushed look and you want a little bit of glow, it's like I want to turn on some bright light, but then again I don't, because I don't want to distort the color at all, you know. Let me go ahead and build it up just a little bit, and build it up and build it up and build it up. You know, it's solid, solid as a rock. Anyway, gorgeous color, gorgeous blush. That's right up my alley right now. Not too bold, not too bright, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, look for that in a future makeup video for sure, coming your way. What else do we have? Oh, from Moira, I also have these, what are they called? Icy Glow Jelly Sticks. Now, I wanted to order these because they look similar to, you know, the new eyeshadow sticks from Danessa Myricks. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and swatch these right quick. Okay guys, so I went ahead and took them all out of the packaging so you wouldn't have to hear all that noise. So we have peach sour, gummy grape, and frosted caramel. And I might have to shine a light so you guys can see how beautiful these are. Okay, so I turned on a little bit of light so it doesn't get too distorted. But yeah, so let's go ahead and swatch this peach sour. And they have the little top to keep it from drying out. But these are like, you know, you can use these on your cheeks, your lips, your eyes, you know, one of those multi-use sticks. And when I opened it and swatched it, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. You see that? Let me bring this light over here. You see how gorgeous that is? Beautiful. I mean, I feel like I am only going to really use these on my eyes. I don't really see myself using these on my cheeks and lips, but beautiful. So let's do the gummy grape. Same thing. Now this one really, to me, looked like the Danessa Myricks stick that I bought, because I bought the one that has like the purple. And this one, oh, listen, look at that. And it has that same cooling sensation to it. Oh my goodness. Y'all see that? Look at that. These are absolutely gorgeous and they look beautiful. Beautiful on the eyes. And they dry down. So it's not like if you put it on, it's going to be moving around and creasing and all that stuff. No, they dry down. So I don't remember how much I paid for these, but I'm glad I got them. I actually want to get some other shades. So this one is the Frosted Caramel. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, I actually want to get some other shades, you know, for just a quick shimmer on the eye. Look at that. Let me get the light so you guys can really see better the shine. Look at that. Ciao. And you see how evenly coated it is? Just beautiful. So those are those 3 Moira Icy Glow jelly sticks that I got, and baby, they're beautiful. So maybe you want kind of the Danessa Myricks vibe from her shadow sticks, but you can't afford that, or you don't want to pay that, you know, check out the Moira, because these are absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I have some different like lipstick products before we look at these affordable palettes. This set I got off of Amazon. It says Langmani. Never heard of the brand, but they're velvet matte smooth sculpting lipsticks, and I really just wanted to try them out, and I was like, for 10 bucks, child, to get, how many is in here? Let me see, is it 12? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah, 12 different shades for fall. I'm like, what can it hurt, right? $9.99 for 12 lipsticks. So let's go ahead and swatch a couple of these and we'll see how we feel about them. So I'll swatch this one and maybe this one and then maybe a dark one. So yeah, let's swatch these 3 and see how we like them. So they look like this, rolling around. They look like this. It's like, you know, that nice velvet matte vibe going on. And it's like, oh, I love it already. I love it already. First of all, the color is gorgeous. That color is beautiful. Child, and they have, yeah, they have numbers. So this one is 07, honey. That, and it's so smooth. It really is smooth and velvety creamy. Like, you know, when you get 12 lipsticks for 10 bucks, you're like, you know, might not last that long or whatever, but honey, the way that applied, I didn't expect that. Okay, so this one is number 11. Oh, that's a pretty color as well. And I really was just looking for some creamy, comfortable lipsticks for fall. Not that I need any, but something that's very comfortable and smooth and kind of pillow-like on the lips for fall. Man, that color is gorgeous. And this formula, shocked, right? Shocked. I love it so far. And then this one is what, 12? Yeah, number 12. Let me put these in here because they work in my last nerve rolling around everywhere. Okay, so number 12. And this is a really pretty darker shade. Let's put this one here. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, these are so smooth. So smooth. Oh, yes. Yes. So, first impression swatches, it is a yes for these Langmani lipsticks. I'll link these from my Amazon, you know, link in the description box if you guys are curious. Let's watch one of the super light ones just in case you like me. I love to do a brown lip and a nude lipstick or nude gloss, and yeah, that shade right up my alley, right up my little pasty lip alley. So I love this because it gives you that matte, you know, kind of that soft matte look without having that drying matte lip. So ooh, I think I picked a good one. I don't know if it had 5 stars on Amazon. I know it had at least 4, honey, but very happy with those. Very happy with those. Okay, so these last lip products, I have some from Revolution and I have some from Maybelline, I believe, and then I have this one Milani lipstick. I saw this is one of those matte lips, but the color got me in a headlock, right? What color is this? This is 170, but what's the name? I know they have names. Unhinged. I would pick a shade called Unhinged, right? Now this is a true matte lip, and these have been out for years and years and years, and I probably had some back in the day, truth be told, but they got me, you know, showing it on Amazon right now. And this color, look, It looks brighter on the camera than it actually is. It's not this bright. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if that helped at all, but yeah, it's actually not even this bright as it's looking on camera. It honestly is looking brighter than it is, but it's a beautiful, beautiful shade. So that is Unhinged. And let's see, so I have 2 of these Maybelline Glaze. These are like oil lip balms, but when I saw them, and they're so tiny, they're really tiny, it made me think of like even the Fenty, you know, gloss bomb sticks, and I was like, is this supposed to be mimicking, you know, their lipsticks or whatever, or did these come out first? I don't know. But this one is, what shade is this? Peach Quench. Okay, so that's what Peach Quench looks like. I'm gonna swatch it right here. And these, yeah, they definitely feel like a balmy lip oil. So not a whole lot of, you see that shine? That's the balmy lip oil in it. It feels good, but not, you know, not highly pigmented at all. As you can see, definitely looks like a lip balm. You got that shine. It's beautiful. So yeah, these are just ones that I throw in my purse to use. You know, has a little bit of color, feels good, nice and refreshing on the lips. And this one is Caramel Glow. So yeah, I think this is the one where I was really like, is this supposed to be like the Fenty Gloss Bomb sticks, you know? And I kind of feel like they are, you know, because it's very similar in feel and vibe and texture. The Gloss Bomb sticks I think are a little more glossy, but this is a good option, you know, if you want something more affordable. These are from Maybelline, the Glaze Lip Balms. So yeah, you can see that shine there, really pretty. And then lastly for lips, I believe I have these 3 gloss sticks from Revolution. I saw that they came out with these and I was like, oh, everybody trying to do the Fenty Gloss Bomb sticks, right? So let's see, what shade is that? Man, this is way too small. Sweet Rose. This chocolate looking one is Toasted Caramel. And then this pinky red looking one is Sour Berry. So Sour Berry, Pink Rose, and Toasted Caramel. I believe that's what I said. So let's swatch these mugs, okay? So this is the light one. Let's see what these look like in compare. Ooh, so these are more opaque. Ooh, look at this child. Oh, Lord have mercy. Revolution, you out here duping Fenty? What is happening? Y'all see that opaqueness and that shine? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, I like these better already. I like these better already. Okay, let's go and do this little chocolate one. And I haven't, it's like, I really don't, I used to buy stuff from Revolution all the time, but it was more like complexion stuff. Oh, look at that gorgeous chocolate. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at the shine on those, y'all. Child, that chocolate, what? If you like a beautiful brown chocolate lip gloss, yo, and you want it in a stick form, man, Revolution, get out of town. I know this one is gonna be gorgeous. This beautiful red one, look at that. What? Yeah, I used to, oh, Lord Jesus. Look at that. What? Okay. Pleasantly surprised. Yes. First impression, love them. Over here getting them all messed up, swatching them for you guys. But first impression, I love it. These Revolution gloss sticks. And look at the packaging. Look how cute. Okay, Revolution. I see you. I got those off of Amazon, child. I was like, where did I get those from? Got these off of Amazon. And those glosses are glossing. It's like a lip balm, but with lipstick color in it. So if you like a shiny lip, child, check out them Revolutions. Okay, y'all. I don't know how much swatching I'm gonna do with these palettes, but we'll see. The one on top, y'all know I'm not swatching. I'm not even about to front. Y'all know I ain't swatching this. This is my ColourPop A Shadow of Secrets. ColourPop had sold out of these for last Valentine's Day. Sold out. Lickety split. And I was so upset because I wanted it. And apparently a lot of other people wanted this palette too. Because child, they brought this mug back. So I actually got this off the TikTok shop because they was having a little sale. But yeah, it's like, I don't know why I was just so desperate to have this palette. I mean, it's gorgeous. It is. It ain't nothing like astronomically, amazingly beautiful, but this color story is really pretty. You guys know I like that muted, gloomy, you know, kind of gloomy day type look. And that's what this gives. This gives Gilded Lover. You know, like anti-Valentine's to me, you know, because it's a little gray, you know. But yeah, I just thought this color story was beautiful, and so yeah, I picked it up. It was like 20 bucks, I think, maybe on sale, and then they had discount or whatever. So I went ahead and grabbed that because yeah, had to have it. And then like these You Can Be palettes, these two they got me with just because they were looking so pretty. This one is hilarious because I know I bought this one before and I honestly either decluttered it, gave it away, or whatever. At least I think I did. Now that I think about it, I don't think it was this one. I think this one, is this all warm tone? This is the Supreme Seductress from You Can Be on Amazon. And yeah, it was this one because it had the warm tones, the cool tones, you know, all of that. Really great for travel, you know, great just, you know, top drawer vanity type vibe because you got your warm tones, you got your cool tones. It's just perfect, you know what I mean? But I know I decluttered it because at the time I wasn't really into this type of vibe, but now, honey, this can go in my vacation bag all day long. You got your cool section, your new, this is like neutral really, not so much cool. This is neutral and this is warm, and so it's really pretty. And so, you know, let me go ahead, I'll swatch a few for y'all, you know, because You Can Be does have decent quality for the price. These palettes are like 10 bucks on Amazon. So if you're looking for an affordable, you know, brand on Amazon where the quality is decent, you see that? You Can Be is usually a safe bet. You know, it's not no NATASHA Denona or nothing like that, but honey, it's good enough to create beautiful eye looks. You see that? The pigmentation is just gorgeous. So let me swatch the neutral side. Had to clean off my little fingertips. So is this black, or that might be like a super duper dark brown? I can't really tell just right off the rip. Really pretty silvery shimmer. Let me get a mid-tone, and then a lighter tan shade. So, you know, just do these up here. Yeah, it looks like black. I don't know, child. Y'all know my vision ain't the best. So that is the neutral swatches. Sorry, I hate messy swatches, but okay. So that's the neutral swatches right there, and then that's the warm tone. So as you can see, honey, the pigmentation is there. So I kind of feel like, you know, like I said, if you want some different vibes or you need some different types of eyeshadows and you don't want to spend them expensive prices, then definitely check out You Can Be because they are pretty decent. And I'm going to use a few of them in a couple of, you know, affordable makeup look videos so you guys can see them in action and see them create an eye look. I'm wiping off my swatches while I'm talking, but you know, just so you can see them in action and see me create eye looks with them, just, you know, so you guys can have some affordable options when it comes to palettes. Now this one, they came out, I think, specifically geared towards the Halloween season. You know how people like to do a lot of Halloween looks and Halloween makeup. This one is the Supreme Creeptastic. And it got me because I love purples and I love greens, you know. And so it has some really, really beautiful shades in here. And this one is just as pigmented, if not more so. I did swatch it already. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I would say the shimmers in these, like this one is actually a glitter. So if you like this one and you don't like glitter, just, honey, forget it. Forget about it, because that's a glitter. But I would say the shimmers in these palettes are not as good as the mattes. The mattes are, you know, pretty pigmented in my opinion. You know, for eye looks, they're really, really pretty. But the shimmers are not as good as, I mean, well, that one looks pretty good. But, you know, the shimmers are not like anything to write home about. You know, I feel like the mattes are better than the shimmers. But you see, it's decent. You know, like for $9.99, you know, can you really beat it? You know, can you really complain too much for $9.99? So that's like a more of a red tone purple, and that's more of a blue tone purple. And you know, I'm picking up enough so that I can really swatch it for you guys. And then I'll do the shimmer here. And so let's see, this up here. Trying to swatch on top of them. The problem is I'm trying to look on the side of the camera while I'm filming with the camera in front of me. That's the problem. So I got a little bit of that purple on that blue shimmer. So those are, you know, the shadows in this palette. This dark green here, I'm gonna build that up a little bit because I feel like I'm not giving it the best representation right now, because it is a really, really nice dark green. So anyway, that's this palette. And then next I have this You Can Be Supreme Solitude. I really like this color story. The palette is pretty, obviously, but the color story, let me see, a little light. Yeah, a little light. The color story really called to me because it has these muted shades in here. I don't know why I'm into like these more muted tones right now, but I am. So yeah, these are the colors in this one, which is the Supreme Solitude. This one is the Supreme Spookiness, so another Halloween launch. And this one has like the blacks and grays, and that is a glitter. That silver is a glitter, and it has a lot of repetition, I feel like, with the reds. I'm like, y'all could have mixed it up a little bit more with the reds, but this is a really pretty like red, gray, and black palette if you're in the market for that. $9.99, $99.99. And then this one, this is the latest one that I picked up. This one is called Fragmented Wetlands from You Can Be, and it's a little bit of a larger palette. It's still not that big. It probably looks a lot bigger than it is, but it's still not that big compared to the other palettes. But this is another one of those just kind of muted, you know, grayed out color stories that I just was attracted to. Don't ask me why, but honey, like these shimmers, those grays, muted blues, and it's just a whole lot of nothing, but it was very attractive to me. so I had to have it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out for my people. Maybe they might like this, you know, color story as well if they like these type of eye looks. Look at those shimmers though. Look at them. Look at them. Should I swatch them? Ooh, now that, what? Yo, that felt like butter. Get out of town. Let me move this light. See if I move this light a little bit. Look at that. That felt like butter, you guys. I'm not even playing. This palette was $9.99. Get out of here. What? I'm shocked. I'm glad I swatched it because, honey, this palette, it wasn't doing much for me. You know, but I knew I liked the color story, but what? Okay. Okay, yeah. Glad I got that. It's beautiful. And I wasn't even gonna swatch it, and that one has the best shimmers of all. Okay, this You Can Be, this is a Color Club 7. I picked this up because I love a black and silver and gray color story. So we picked this up, and I don't know, I just liked it, so I grabbed it. I don't know if this one was $9.99 as well. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if this one was $9.99 also, or if this one was less or more, honey. I don't know. But what I do know is I love this color story, and I like the shape of it as well, you know. I'm really not typically into, Lord have mercy, look at that. Child, y'all better try these You Can Be palettes, because you can be saving some money, honey. What? Let me shine the light over here. You could be saving some money. Child, y'all could be on a Jet2 holiday with these palettes. Okay, let me quit talking, honey, because this vanity chat is gonna last all night long. We're gonna be in here all day. Okay, and then I think lastly, for affordable palettes, I did pick up a Profusion palette. This one was the Marigold, and I know this has been out for quite a while. This is not new because I've seen it before. I might have even owned it before, knowing me. But for some reason, this color story had me in a headlock. And you know, I'm not even that big on glitters. This palette has quite a few glitters in here, so if you don't like glitter, just look away. Don't even do it. But this palette has glitters, but the color story with the yellows and the greens and the red and orange and purples, it's just, and the packaging. Y'all know I love clear packaging. I just do. So I just thought it was really pretty, so I grabbed that one. Okay, you guys, so I just put everything in this tray so I can get it out my way and put it in the drawer. Now I do have these Sephora purchases, same day delivery, and then I have some other miscellaneous items. So fix my mat. Let me move. You guys wondering why I keep mats on my pretty vanity is because I just like to protect my glass. You know, I don't like, because I bang a lot of makeup and stuff all over my desk, and child, I just do not want to be scratching up my glass in any way, shape, or form. So I put mats on it until I want to see my makeup. Now when I want to see my makeup, I can just lift them up, take them off. It's no big deal. But I got these off of Amazon as well. Let me know if you guys want me to link it, because I will. I will link all of the You Can Be palettes, ColourPop. Y'all know how to get to ColourPop. But the You Can Be palettes and those lipsticks, because I feel like a lot of you guys will probably want them lipsticks. For 10 bucks, you can't beat that. So anyways, let me just kind of go through some of this other stuff that I bought. Let's start off with this. Like I said, don't judge me, judge your mama, okay? I grabbed the dramatic one, the Natasha Denona Ice Sculpt Texture and Tone palette. When I went on Sephora and saw that I had a $20 credit card credit, child, I ordered it the same day. I was like, oh, let me go ahead and get this little $20 off. So I ordered the Natasha Denona Ice Sculpt Textured and Tone. Y'all know I don't need it, but I wanted it. And this palette is way smaller than you might imagine. If you haven't seen it in person, if you have not, how can I say, you know, purchased it or went in the store to see it, this palette is very small. It is very small. Like, look at my hand. Y'all might be like, dang, you got a big hand. No. Look at this palette in my hand, okay? I can literally palm it in my hand. It's very small. But yeah, so let me just, and I love it though. I love this packaging with the like kind of tinted back for the dramatic one. I guess that's how you tell them apart, but this is your girl. And I will say, just our first appearance for me purchasing it and having it, I'm not disappointed. Like, if I wasn't one that would like freak out about possibly dropping or destroying my palettes, I would probably take this with me on vacation. That's how small it is. It's very compact, and you know, you guys know the colors. Y'all know what it is, but yeah, it's beautiful, honey. She's beautiful. And y'all know I'm not about to swatch her, so yeah, like I said, don't judge me. Sometimes my attempt to not buy things works, and sometimes it don't. And y'all probably knew this wasn't gonna work. This one here wasn't gonna work, okay? Natasha Denona. Yeah, so we got her. I wanted to mention these hair clips because I thought they were so cute and inventive. I might be on the late buzz, honey, but I got some medium ones and some larger ones, right? So these I use, they really do act as like a little clip to hold up, like a banana clip. You know what I mean? Because it opens like this, but it has the comb on the back side and it clips down and it holds your hair in place like this. So with this longer hair that I have on my head, you guys have probably seen me, you know, have it pinned up or whatever in a makeup video. But these, you just slide it and then clip your hair down. And what I like about this is it holds it like a banana clip, but you don't have the bulk of a banana clip. I sleep in these all the time. You know, if you have this on and you're driving, or, you know, if you're in the car in a banana clip, you can't really put your head back on the seat rest because it hurts. This, you can put your head back. You don't even feel these. These are so freaking comfortable. And I just wanted to share them with you. I got these on Amazon. I'll link these as well in case you want to get some. But I just wanted to share those because I was like, honey, I could be on the late bus. I don't know, because, you know, I wear short hair, long hair, medium hair, and I don't always pin my hair up, but those have been a lifesaver. This is something that I saw actually on Instagram. What is this? That's bothering me. On Instagram, and it is a makeup remover. So this is purifying cleansing balm from her. You know, I can't read that, but they were ranting and raving about this cleansing balm on Instagram because of how it comes out of the packaging. Like, if I can put a picture up and show it, I will. But it's like you twist it and it shaves it to where it just comes off in the top or whatever. So it's not like all messy with you digging your fingers and hands in there, you know, to get your cleansing balm out of the packaging. And I just thought that was really neat because I love cleansing balms. I use them to take my makeup off all the time. And that's something that bothers me. Like when I go to dip my fingers in there, if I need to get more cleansing balm, now I'm getting makeup in my cleansing balm. But with this, I could just twist it, get some more, and just, you know, swipe it off the top. So I'm going to use that and let you know how it actually works. I was really enamored with the packaging, you know, to tell you the truth. Now this blush, I don't remember who I saw using this blush. I saw a content creator with this blush shade. It's from Soshi, I guess. I never heard of this brand, but this is a blurring pillow blush in the shade Copper Spice. And you guys know how much I'm loving these kind of earth tone, fall tone blushes. And I'm sorry, but when I saw her with this, I was like, oh Lord, I'm about to buy another blush. Lord, help me. Oh, do you see the color of this blush? And it's like, at first glance, it might appear to be like a bronzer of some sort, but look at the color of this blush. Get out of town, honey, get out of town. I had never even heard of this brand. Oh my goodness, it's so soft and pillowy. It's like creamy. Look at that, like a creamy pillow blush. I had never heard of this brand, but when I saw her with this shade of blush, knowing that that is like right up my earth tone alley right now, baby, I went on ahead and ordered it. Now, it wasn't like cheap or inexpensive by any means from what I recall, but I had to have it. It's like I had to have it. I'm just really getting in that mood where the shades and colors and products and things that I love, that's what I want in my collection. Stuff that I love. And so this, yeah, I can't wait to use that, honey. That is gorgeous. Okay, and lastly in this tray, your girl bought her first Byredo palette. Okay, now I wanted the blue and gray one that they came out with before, but it sold out and I couldn't find it, and I'm not about to pay $1 million for one of them palettes. But I'm still looking for a dupe palette for that blue, that kind of like foggy gray blue, muted, I'll put a picture up right here, child. I'll put a picture up so you guys can see the palette that I'm talking about from Byredo that I wish I had gotten. So anyways, I went ahead and grabbed this Bibliophilia. Because I was like, oh, that's pretty. You know, I'm going to grab that. It's fall time. I think it's pretty. And so, you know, what I will say, when I first got this, now you see how it says Byredo there? Very cool. When I first got this palette, I was a little disappointed in the quality of the packaging because I expected it to be like super heavy, you know, Pat McGrath type vibe, you know, just more of like a mirrored acrylic or whatever, but this is plastic. You know, this is a shiny mirrored plastic, and I'm like, for the price, honey, y'all could have did some little acrylic or something, I feel like. But anyways, the Bibliophilia is like a palette based around library and books. So that's why it has the crumpled up, you know, book page on the top. And of course, I'm going to get fingerprints all over it. But I'm sure if you've seen this palette already, you know it's very beautiful. Very beautiful, warm and cool tone palette. It's very interesting to me how it's like two palettes. So it's like you have this first side, which is really grays and taupes, and then you have this other side, which is, you know, like warm earthy reds and golds. You know, you got a couple of earthy brown, taupey browns in there, but for the most part you have your reds and golds, right? So it's like two separate palettes, which is absolutely gorgeous. You can combine these shades or not. I'm not swatching it because I'm sure I'm going to use it in a video. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's my first Byredo palette. So yeah, this palette was not cheap. Okay, it was not cheap. So anyways, I did purchase that. Oh, there is one more thing in this tray. I almost forgot. I did grab a shade of the Natasha Denona High Glam Foundation. I really want to try this out because you know how it says it's hydrating and blurring, long wear, radiant. It's serum. You know, I'm really into the serum foundations. Y'all know that's my thing right now. So let's just hope I picked the right shade. Looking at it, it looks like I did. I have NR13. I'm pretty sure, let me shake it up a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that this is the closest shade for me. I lean more neutral with my foundations now, more so than, really? There we go. But yeah, I lean more neutral now with my foundation shade choices. I used to go like warm and yellow, and it's like, girl, you closer to neutral than all that other stuff. Maybe a little more yellow, but definitely not the golden type vibe. Oh, this is thick. Honey, one pump is gonna do my whole face. Just looking at that. Are you kidding me? Look at that. One pump is gonna do my whole face. That was a lot. Because I don't even wear my foundation this thick anymore. Oh, it feels good. It looks good too. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Good shade. I'm sure that's the closest shade for me. And oh, that looks nice. It looks nice. Feels nice. Little goes a long way. So that was my first impression thoughts on the Natasha Denona foundation, though. But anyway, I don't need this box, child. I don't even remember. But what? Oh, I remember now. So I got the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Mattifying Setting Spray. So this is her new setting spray. And haha, look what I got. I got some things from your boy Vanngo. I only got a few items. I didn't get one of everything because I wasn't interested in getting one of everything. And I just got things that I felt like I would actually want to use. Now the eyeshadow palette I think was the toughest choice for me because you guys know I love color. We go together real bad. So for the palette, your girl decided on the gray and black toned palette. What is this one called? This one is called the Composed Cool. So this is the palette that your girl settled on, and the reason why is because, you know what, I'm gonna show you guys the reason why in just a minute, why I didn't get, you know, my choices, the blue, the purple, the green. You know why I didn't get the neutral ones. But I settled on this one because in my collection, although I do have black and gray and silver eyeshadow, pretty, so pretty, I would say this is probably the color story that I purchased the least. You know, because how many black and gray and silver eyeshadow palettes do you really need? Now, I just got that one from You Can Be, which clearly, you know, you can create the same type of eye look, the same vibe of eye look for sure with this palette, of course, you know. So maybe you want this color story from Vanngo, but you don't want to pay $49 for it. You know, grab the You Can Be off of Amazon. As you can see, the quality is great, and honey, you can create the same eye looks, period. But let me show you, I'll show you guys why it is that I chose this color story to add to my collection. Okay, you guys, so I just moved you over here to another side of the beauty room just so you can kind of see what I mean. Like, as far as the black and white and gray color story, I only have about 4 or 5 palettes in my collection already with that color story. I have this NATASHA Denona. This is the mini Xenon palette. You guys are familiar with this already. You know, it's just a mini version of the Xenon. I also have the ColourPop Blowing Smoke. Very, very popular black and gray and white palette with beautiful silver. I have the large Xenon, of course, and this one, absolutely gorgeous, has everything you need to create black and white and gray smoky looks. Beautiful, and this even has like a hint of like navy blue to it. And then lastly, I have this Beauty Bay Smoky palette, and I don't even know, I think I might have the larger one too. This is like the 16 color mid-size one. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So for my black and white palettes in my collection, like the palettes that Vanngo came out with, I don't need any of them. None of them. The neutral, the warm, the cool, the green, the purple, the blue. But in making my decision, that was one that I wanted to add to my collection. Now, the reason why I didn't pick any of the colored ones is because, first of all, let me pull you guys back a little bit. P. Louise is the main reason why I just refused to buy those palettes. Okay, this is the World Full of Wonder palette from P. Louise, right? So this has 2 decks to it. Do you see all of these purples in here? Okay, so that is the top deck. And then this, let me show you, is the bottom deck. Okay, so it's kind of like when I look at this palette with 2 decks of purple, it's like, girl, come on now, don't do it. So that kept me from choosing the purple one, because the purple one was my first choice. I'm not even gonna lie, the purple one was my first choice. And then also from P. Louise, I'm trying not to drop my makeup, I have these Stack 'em Up palettes. And this one, hello, you know, gorgeous, beautiful purple palette. And you guys know I already have other purple palettes as well. So it's not even just these 2, but these 2 are the ones that really made me say, girl, don't buy the purple. Now the green, that beautiful green was also one of the ones that I was looking at. But from P. Louise, I had this Money Shot palette, right? So let's open her up. So this is the top layer of the Money Shot palette. All kinds of green, which mostly that part, the top part, is what really looks like the one he came out with. But I also have these beautiful murky and super bright pops of green as well. So it's like, okay, girl, you don't need the green one. And then once again, from the Stack 'em Ups, I have this green one looking like this. Beautiful green shadows. And although it's not the exact same color story as his, honey, between this palette and this palette, I didn't need to buy that cute little green palette, right? And then lastly, my last choice, honestly, that I would have purchased would have been the blue. And so, let me move these out of the way. This is the If Looks Could Chill palette from P. Louise. Another double-decker. Look how cute that is. Another double-decker blue. Look at this. You see these blues? Child. Yeah, exactly. And this is the bottom drawer. Beautiful blues and teals and gorgeous shimmers. So these palettes over here are the reason. And then once again, small Stack 'em Up blue. But these are the reasons that helped me decide to just go with the black and gray. Because y'all saw the 5 million neutral, warm, and cool tone palettes that I have. And you've seen the colorful palettes that I have. But for the black and white theme, I only have about 4 or 5. So I was like, you know what? I would like to add his to my collection. So that is why. Okay, so back over here at the Vanity, you see I got the setting spray. I'm sure I don't really need to open this for you guys, but I will, so we can take a look at the bottle together. It's so cute and compact. Maybe I'll take this on vacation with me to test it out because it is a nice small size, you know, but yeah. Looks like it has a type of sprayer that I like as well. So anywho, got that palette. Now for the lipsticks, oh my gosh, I think this was the hardest choice for me, the lipsticks. What shades did I go with? I went with, is it Mamie or Mommy? And the original Vanngo red. I wanted to have the Vanngo red in my collection just because it's like, you know what, if I'm going to have some of his products in my collection, I feel like I need to at least, you know, if I'm gonna grab his lipsticks, at least get the Vanngo red, at least, even if, you know, it's not really. Oh, very nice packaging, very nice. Has the magnet, but at least get the Vanngo red. So oh, she's pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Am I gonna swatch it? No. Not today. Not today. Y'all have to subscribe and watch my videos. You will see it on my lips and you'll see it swatched. But not today. Okay, so I got the Vanngo red. And like I said, I don't know if this is Mommy or Mamie. I'm gonna say Mommy. But this was the hardest choice for me because it's like all of the lipsticks were really pretty, but since I'm not really sure what type of lipstick colors I really like on myself as it is, it's hard for me to pick lipstick shades unless it's a nude. So I went with this one, and I don't know, I'll have to put the description on the screen because I really don't know how to describe it. But oh, look at that, it has the H in the V. Anyway, so it has the H and the V on there. Very cool. But I thought this would be a really pretty kind of corally, really light corally shade. Y'all know I like my brown lip liner with this type of lipstick. So I thought that would be the easiest choice for me. So we got Mommy in the lipstick along with the Hung Vanngo red. And then I also chose a bronzer. So I got Discipline, and then the blush I got Legacy. So I believe this is the bright orange blush too. Is it? Maybe not. No, maybe not, because I felt like, it seemed like I felt like I didn't really want to go that bright, but I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Y'all tell me. This might be the super bright one. Yeah, it is. Yes, I went ahead and went with the really pretty, gorgeous shade. I feel like on the camera, it's not really, I mean, I guess it is showing correctly because it's matching the packaging, but it's just, it's like it's not as bright orange as it's looking on my camera. It's more of like a pumpkin orange to me, more so than the brightness that is coming from the camera. You know, I don't know. Yeah, it still looks bright to me. I don't know, child, but it looks more like a pumpkin orange to me, more so than this bright orange, and it's really, really pretty. So, anywho, that's the blush, and then let's take a look at the bronzer that I got. And with the bronzer, I was like, ugh, I hope it works. Oh, that looks right. That looks like the right shade for me. This bronzer is big. This is a very big bronzer. I mean, looking at it even in comparison with the blush, you know, the blush does not fill up the whole pan, but the bronzer does. So the bronzer is huge. So yeah, I think I did good with my choices on blush, bronzer, the lipsticks, and the palette. I'm very glad to have the palette that I chose. I think if I was going to buy another one, it would honestly be the neutral one, because the neutral one was very, very pretty. And I love a neutral palette. So anywho, that is it for that bag. And honestly, I feel like this bag is not very exciting because I know I got some powders. Yeah, I grabbed the Hourglass powder, I grabbed a Makeup by Mario powder, and of course another blush. So this is one of the new Glossier Cloud Paint Plush blushes. I got the shade Float, and I ordered another shade. I got this one from Sephora, obviously, but I ordered another shade off their website because it was sold out on Sephora. Can't think of the name of it right now, but obviously a very popular shade because it was like the only one sold out on Sephora. So this is what the packaging looks like for the Glossier Cloud Paint. And yeah, like I said, I got Float, and this is the shade. I'm gonna swatch this for you guys. Why not? Oh, very silky. Oh, it does. It feels very cloud-like. It's like it's not wet at all. It feels like a cloud. Oh my gosh, that is interesting. It's like so super light. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. I see the vibe. Definitely very light, soft, cloud-like blush, but it is buildable. Oh, that feels so nice. It's hard to describe because it's not like powder, it's not like cream. It just feels very light and airy. Very interesting. So yeah, with these shades, clearly if you see a shade and you're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be too bright, too bold, too child, no it's not, honey. You have to build this up. You have to build this up. But yeah, that's definitely a shade that I would love to see on my cheeks. Beautiful. Let's see, does it match? Yep, and it matches. It matches for sure. That's gorgeous. This is different. This is unique. This is unique. It's not like some, you know, all the blushes that I have. I've never felt anything like that before. So anywho, I picked up this Hourglass Veil, what does it say? Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And I picked up the shade Translucent Medium. So, I mean, I'm not gonna swatch this obviously, but you know, and it's not, I don't know if this is new or not. I just know I hear everybody raving about it. And so I'm like, I need to try it. If everybody's raving about it, I need to try it. So beautiful, beautiful packaging. It is a loose setting powder. And like I said, I got the shade Medium. So excited to try that. And then I also picked up this Makeup by Mario because everybody's raving about this powder as well. And you know, so what shade did I get? This is 4, Warm Honey. So that is what Warm Honey looks like. Looks like it's gonna be right up my Warm Honey alley. So got that. So that is it for my Sephora purchases. So that's it, you guys, for today's vanity chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you on my next video. Toodles!